Hi, you guys. I am sorry I'm a little bit late today. I've had some technical difficulties, but I am here now, and hopefully I will see some of you live here today. Today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about practicing gratitude, how it can help increase your Christmas spirit. I am also going to talk about how I tie in journaling, gratitude, and brain dumps to become a powerful tool that I use as a mom and an entrepreneur. So, one of the most common questions that I get asked is how to manage working at home with young kids underfoot. How I manage that all and keep up with it all. And I mean, that's not to say that I'm perfect at it, but I have really good systems in place, and this is definitely my strong area. So anyway, I will jump right into it. Practicing gratitude is one of the most powerful things that any of us can do in our lives. So it wasn't something, I've always been a grateful person. I've always said thank you. I've always, all of that. But when I started actively practicing gratitude, I started noticing that there was more to be grateful for. And that is something that is consistent across the board. Everybody kind of just, it affects everyone the same way. If you're practicing gratitude, it will help you to see more to be grateful for. And, I just realized I should probably tag some people. And don't mind me, I'm learning filters, so I keep playing with them and having different ones going. Oops. Uh, hmm. Just get a few more people out of here. My phone is doing the weirdest things today. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I'm actually live. Apparently people have been having troubles with this today. I don't know how to really check. It tells me I'm live, so I'm going to believe it. But if you are here watching, make sure that you drop a hi. Just let me know you're here so that I know I'm not just talking to nobody. So I already kind of started. I'm gonna just start over. So practicing gratitude is really important. Something that I firmly believe at this point that everybody should do, whether you have a formal practice where you're writing it down or whether you just are really conscious about it and choosing to actively be grateful for things. And when I say that, this doesn't just mean saying thank you, but actually practicing it alone. So reminding yourself of how grateful you are for the blessings that you have. And you can do that. Again, you can do that by writing it down. You can do it by saying it out loud. You can do it just thinking of it in your head, but consciously doing it and choosing it is really important. And when we do that, it just really makes us aware of what we have to be grateful for. It reminds us of the many, many blessings that we have. And this is, especially when we're really, really busy, which, most moms are. And if you add in being an entrepreneur is just, there is always so much, right? So choosing to slow down and focus on what there is to be grateful for can really help us to kind of find that deep breath and just, have that sense of calm and peace about everything that's going on in our lives. So yeah, again, a gratitude practice is really, really important. It's something that I talk with most of my clients about, if not all. And it's also especially important around Christmas. And if it's not something that you do regularly, I think that this time of year is the ideal time to start, because there's just so much going on and people doing so much for one another. And it's really important just to remember to say thank you. Remember to reach out to people that you are grateful for, that you maybe don't talk with enough, and all of that. It's all really important for our relationships in general. So then the other piece with that is, this is the question I get asked all the time, is how do I manage running a business out of my home, running a business online, having my own kids? The business that I run out of my home, if you aren't aware, is I run a day home, so I have more kids here than usual. And I also maintain my home. I also, do all of that part of it. My husband works outside the home and is gone long hours and everything. So I definitely do most of the cleaning and maintenance around the house, and a lot of the cooking and things like that. So how do I manage all of that? Well, first of all, hi Tia, see you on there. Bing. My live is doing something really weird today, so just say hi if you can hear me and everything is good. My sound might be a little bit off because my vacuum is going, but anyway, so I am just talking about how I tie in journaling and gratitude and brain dumps, and I use it as a really powerful tool every day to help me be successful as a mom and as an entrepreneur. So first of all, I do a little bit of all of these things in the morning and at night. I do them twice a day. Practicing gratitude once a day is already really powerful. And I like to do that in the morning because it just starts me off thinking positively about everything, with a plan of going into my day really positively. And then when I do it at night, the reasoning behind that is I fall asleep in a really positive frame of mind, and I am I wake up already more positive than I ever used to do. So I find that one really powerful as well. It's definitely a personal choice how often you want to do it, but it is very powerful. So with that, every morning I journal. I do a few different types of things for journaling, and I basically plan out my day. I do my gratitude practice. I do it written. It really kind of pounds it in for me. Sorry. And then I also do just like a brain dump kind of a journal as well. And with that, it's just like literally everything on my mind. I write down every little piece. And this is one of my most commonly used tools and tips that I teach my clients. So basically, it's just a matter of getting everything out of your head, just, word vomit onto the page, write it all down. And then you go through, and this is the most effective way to reduce your anxiety, to get really clear on what you need to be doing every day, all of that stuff. And so you dump it all out, and then you go through and I mean, you literally write down every thought that comes to your mind. So some of it is just going to be kind of like the chaff, right? Like you're just going to cross out the things that are nothing that you just wrote down because they came into your head. And then the rest of it, you're going to sort. And this doesn't take very long. It takes longer to explain than it takes to do most of the time for me. But what I do is I number each item that I wrote down between 1 and 4. The number ones are like the absolute most important tasks. Things will go very wrong if they don't get done. They are non-negotiables, basically. They must happen. They are the top priority. Number 2 are really important. They will have some negative side effects if they aren't completed. They will negatively impact somebody, whether that's me or somebody in my family, or a client. But they aren't quite as urgent, or they're not like the number 1 priority. And then number 3s are things that would be really nice to get done. I would really like to have them done, but they can live to fight another day kind of thing. And then number 4s are really just not that important. And usually what happens is over time, you dump everything, you number it all, and then over time, those number 4s tend to move up the list because you don't always get to your number 4s by the end of the day. And so they become more urgent. They become more important over time. And so you number them all out. If you have a lot of number 1s, which especially at the beginning, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, there are a lot of number 1s, right? It's like you're putting out fires constantly. And as mothers, of course, we all know number one, it's like fires constantly, right? So, doing this brain dump method actually really helps me to prevent a lot of those motherhood fires, because it's a lot of the time they're the same things coming up again and again, and we just aren't preventing them. And so dumping it out, a lot of the time those things will come through in the cracks when I literally write down everything that comes into my brain. And so prioritizing an action that will help to prevent those fires, it has been a really big help for me. So yeah, and then if you have a lot of number 1s, you pick your top 3, the absolute most important of the number 1s, you pick your top 3, and those are your goal for the day. And if you get those 3 done, you can call yourself accomplished for the day. You can know that you have achieved what really needed to be done for you to be a success today. And if you get through those 3 and you still have more time, then you move on, you pick another 3 of your number 1s, and so on and so forth. If you don't have too many, then it's very simple. You do your number 1s first, you do your number 2s second, number 3s, then number 4s. Your list may be really huge when you first start brain dumping. But what I can promise you is that if you continue to do it and you continue to follow that, and pick your top 1s all the time, you will shrink your list. You will have less to do, because you will be always focusing on the right things at the right times. You'll always be prioritizing properly. So like I said, I kind of do all 3 of these twice a day. I journal. I do my kind of meditative journaling stuff. I do my gratitude practice, and then I do my brain dump and my organization and planning of my day. And then at night, when I do my brain dump at night, it is nothing like so organized. It is literally just getting everything out of my head onto paper, anything that I don't want to forget for the next day. And just, anything that might keep me awake at night kind of thing. And again, as I've gone on with this, as time has progressed, I have that brain dump at night. Some nights I'm like, I don't need to do a brain dump. I don't have anything. I got everything done today. I'm good. And I just don't worry about it. And, so this method really does work to lessen the amount of tasks that you have, to just make things a lot easier in your life every day, give you a clear direction, give you your steps to take. And then you're able to take your most important things and just plan around them and make sure that you are that you're getting the right things done, basically. Because before I ever started these practices, a lot of the time what I would do is like start my day and it's like, okay, what do I need to get done today? And whatever popped into my head first is what got my attention first. And sometimes the laundry is the most important and sometimes it's not. And while I have a habit and a routine of doing my laundry first every morning, getting it started every morning, that does not always mean it's the number one most important thing. I just know how my days flow now. When it comes to actually planning out my day and scheduling out my day, I want to have the most important tasks in my planner on my schedule and know that as soon as a window opens up where I'm like, yeah, I have some time right now, I know exactly what I'm going to go and work on, and I don't need to figure that out later. So that morning time is absolute priority. I do that during my morning routine, which is a whole nother can of worms. And then, like I said, I do these things at night as well. I made this a practice to do at night before bed, so that I'm going to sleep with a clear mind and I'm able to just relax and unwind. And I do all of this, before I actually unwind, which is I will, like, all the screens are off and all of that. And I read a book in bed before I go to sleep and I have a cup of tea. And, again, this is not to say that anyone has to have the exact same routine as me. However, incorporating journaling, gratitude, and brain dumps all into kind of like one beautiful little ball tool that will it just will give you the ultimate support and organization. And it's so simple and yet so powerful. So I really wanted to share that, again, because I just get asked that so much, how to manage all the things. And this is a really key tool in doing that. It's obviously not the only thing I do. There's a lot more detail behind it, but that's kind of the outline, the idea of it. And yeah, and with all of that, the brain dump can feel like the most important if you're organizing it, because it feels like that's what really kind of sets and schedules your day for you. But I really want to advocate that the practice of gratitude is the most powerful. And it's because it shifts your mindset and it makes you look at every single thing in your life differently. It makes you enjoy the smaller moments more, and it makes you appreciate what you have. And there are no words for how powerful that is when it's actually a part of your life. So if you are not practicing gratitude, I highly recommend that you start. And today, for my 12 days of Christmas spirit, I am going to be giving away my 30 days of gratitude prompts journal that I have. So if you are interested in that, if you'd like the link to grab that, it may not even be a link. I think I can just directly give you guys that one. But anyway, drop a me below or a gratitude below if you would like that free gift. If you missed either of the previous trainings, the first day I talked about kindness. The second day I talked about generosity, and today was gratitude. All 3 days I've had a free gift for you guys. If you are interested in those, just let me know. Just put kindness or put generosity or put gratitude, and I will get you the free gift that goes with whichever one of those. Or if you want them all, just drop all. I'd be happy to do that as well. And make sure that you are here tomorrow. I am excited. I am going to be talking about mom guilt over the holidays, which is something that is really common. So, again, make sure that you are there if you can be live. I really love to chat with you guys live, and sorry. Otherwise, if you need the replay, I will get you the replays, and drop me a hashtag replay if you were here watching. And if you have any questions about the method that I use for journaling and brain dumping and gratitude, go ahead. You can either DM me or you can drop a question below and I will be happy to answer it. Make sure that you tag me so that I see it. Sometimes Facebook is weird with groups and not giving the notifications for everything. So, yeah. And hopefully that will help to alleviate some of the stress for some of you that are struggling to kind of balance it all. And I just want to say that I am really, truly grateful for every one of you that is here. I love my group and I'm very proud of it, but I am also very aware that I wouldn't have it without all of you. So again, I'm very grateful that you're all here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me with your comments, with your likes and loves on my posts and things like this. It is a really amazing thing to be able to do this online. I really love it. So thank you again. And I hope to talk with more of you again tomorrow. Have a great day, ladies.